What's going on, family? It's your boy Prince here with another video on the markets. Of course, today we are going to be going over the Bitcoin weekly chart and why I still think that we are in a bull market compared to a bear market. Just before we do get into that, I'm just going to, of course, take us over to CoinMarketCap just so we can see exactly what is going on in the market today and seeing the state and the health of how things are. So, relatively green across the board, which is good to see. You can see Bitcoin's up 2.76%. Ethereum's close behind with 2.96%, Binance 2%, XRP not really moving much today, and then you've got the Sun and Moon here 6 and 6.5% percent respectively, which is good to see. Now, of course, these projects are fairly new in the market, and the rising popularity has risen them to the 7 and 8 spot in the crypto market, which is not an easy feat to obtain. So I expect these projects to be around for a while. They've got a lot of interesting things going on behind the scenes. And yeah, it's all looking promising there. Of course, Cardano as well is 3.96%. We've got AVAX 2.6%. Yeah, it's looking good. So I'm just going to jump straight into the chart then. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Now, what I've got here, of course, is the weekly chart. I have plotted this support and resistance level for you guys just so you can see there. So, from the start of 2021, we have been raging in between these two levels here. You see, we've got the 30,000 and of course the 60,000. This is slightly over at the all-time high there, 69,000. But price has been consolidating for over a year now. So everyone was screaming bull market whilst we were up here. Of course, everyone's screaming bear market here. Again, bull market, bear market. But the reality of it is that when you zoom out and you see the bigger picture, we've actually been consolidating for over, as I said, a year. It's around 16 months now. So from the start, the very start of 2021, we've just been range bound in between here. Buyers and sellers unable to take hold and, take direction in which way Bitcoin wants to go. Of course, there's a lot of fear in the market at the minute, so a lot of people are calling for a move like this. Some are calling for it even further down to this zone, which technically would make sense. You've got a lot of buy orders here that I'd imagine need filling. This massive wick here indicates that there's buying pressure there. But bear in mind that in the history of Bitcoin, it has never reached its all-time high or returned back to its previous all-time high again. And that's, of course, not to say that it won't happen again, because anything can happen in the markets. But at this point, if we go on history, it is unlikely. Now, what I do want to show you guys, now this is the reason why I still do think we are in a bear market, and Bitcoin hasn't quite hit its all-time high for this cycle yet. Although some people, of course, are calling 69,000 as the top. I don't personally see it. And the reason for that is I'm just going to pop this Fibonacci tool onto this chart here and bring this across. Now, if you see from the previous market cycle for the 2018 bull run, we see that, of course, Bitcoin topped out at $20,000, smashed through the 2.272 Fibonacci level there, and of course then we saw the bear market take place. So before it did that, we saw a bit of support and resistance happening around the 1272 and the 1618, as seen by the chart here. I'm just showing you there. That's between, what was that, 2000 and 4200. Now, the interesting thing that I want to point out, and this is the whole thesis, of the video today, is that if I draw that same Fibonacci tool from the 20,000 top to the bottom of the bear market and bring this along, you can see that we are in a similar position. We haven't quite fulfilled this 2.272 target yet. And even more interesting to look at is that the 1272 and the 1618 fall right in between the support and resistance levels that I'd drawn on the chart earlier. So with that being said, you can see that, of course, price has come out, it's broken previous all-time highs, it's found resistance at the 1618, and then it's fallen back to the 1272 for support. It's tried to break through this level once more, and then of course now it's searching for this level again, the 1272, which is around $30,000. Although this time it looks like it is struggling to make it all the way down there, essentially. Of course, people are targeting that level, but as it stands, this is what the charts are making. So we've got a series of higher highs and higher lows, indicative of a bull market or a bullish trend as compared to a bearish trend. So here we've got higher low, higher high, higher high, higher low. So it looks like, although we are ranging at the minute between these two zones, we are moving with bullish market structure. So what we expect next is that if we are looking at these zones and this target hasn't been hit, then is it possible that Bitcoin's going to hit 200,000 before we do see that massive bear market or capitulation? At least that's what I'm targeting. And we just go back to the previous bull run as well. I'm just going to bring that up for you again. I think what happened is it was around 20% that it overstretched the 2.272 last time. So if I just bring that up and then just to make that easier, boom. So yes, it was around 32%. So if we do that same again, what target would that give us? So 2.272. So that brings us to around $260,000. So of course, history never repeats itself, but it does rhyme. And of course, just because something has happened in the past in the markets, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. But when it comes to Bitcoin, the last two bull runs, it has reached the 2.272 Fibonacci extension. So going by past data, those are my targets. Until the market shows me something different, that is what I'm going to go on. So far, we are maintaining bullish structure. We're going up the stairs. We're targeting the fibs. We're taking them out. They're turning from resistance to support. We've now found this zone here where we're ranging, and price is just coiling up. Either way you look at it, Bitcoin is moving sideways, and it's been doing so for a while. So what this indicates is the longer that it takes, the bigger the break. Yeah, so the longer it takes, the bigger the break. And of course, that could be up or down. But what it is telling us is that a big move is coming. Now, given the current state of the market as well, and the widespread adoption that we're seeing in the crypto space as a whole, massive companies are now looking to hire into crypto. Apple, Microsoft, Nike, Amazon, you name it. It's clear to see that we are in a very different position to where we were in 2017. That was a lot of retail. Now, there's a lot of fear in the market at the moment, and people are calling, of course, for capitulation, the bear market. We're looking to roll over to the 20,000s again. But the fact of the matter is that bull runs never occur when everyone is optimistic. Bull runs never occur when people think that they are going to occur. They occur in fear. They occur when there's blood in the streets. They occur when retail are scared to invest. So we do know, if we check, that a lot of institutions and businesses and organizations are now in the markets, and they're into positions. They're not waiting on the sidelines. They're in the markets. So they're locked and loaded. It's only retail that are scared at the moment. So theory is we should be seeing a move at least to $200,000. If we do get the slight push through, then we're looking to around 260,000. But for the market top, for me, I'm looking at around 200,000 to 260,000 for Bitcoin before things start to really roll over. Of course, the narrative at the time is going to be interesting as well, because they will give us a reason for the market collapsing. This time, it's not just going to be crypto. We're going to see stocks implode as well as currencies. The US dollar is on a knife edge. So it's going to be very interesting to see. But as it stands, just from a technical point of view, we are in a bull market. We are in a bull market. We're making a series of higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. It's bull market structure. Very simple, very easy. Support and resistance is all you need. Now, just before we do close off for the day, I'm just going to play a quick video that I think you might find interesting. Of course, I really do appreciate you taking your time to consume my content and watch this video. And I hope you have a happy, blessed and positive day. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Now, I'm just going to play this. Let's go. So this is by Wall Street Silver.
Let's just start with you. If we are looking at a new world order that is, as Pippa describes it, decentralized, what does that mean?
World orders are that a group of countries across the world agree to a set of rules, and they agree to play by them.
What underpins a world order is always the financial system. We are on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one.
Everyone's been predicting the demise of the dollar for a long time.
And the new one, the new accounting, is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also, this new money will be sovereign in nature. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private. But what I see are superpowers introducing digital currency. So I find it very difficult to talk about the world order that we're coming into, given how very tenuous and unstable the current environment is. In my lifetime, this is the second time that I have seen the superpowers actually threaten the possibility of nuclear war. We're already in World War III. We are already in conflict that extends so far beyond Ukraine, actually.